Yeah, you showed me that before.
Well, this is the
Or is
this
that
is
a
the
new
new one.
one?
They just gave me this last Friday. This is
Oh,
the
wow.
gear too.
Heck?
It's a
See, I had one before. It was all high tech gadget.
I just like the one that makes me walk.
I can do this.
Which one is that?
It's the worst watch I've ever had anybody take of me.
Dude, I gotta get
No,
it.
it's not.
Straight up my nose. Chuck just took a picture up my nose with his watch.
No.
Actually, was flaring my nostrils.
You know it's clean, it's all good.
So what do you want me to? You want to play? What song you want me to play then? Fast Cars, Slow Kisses?
Nah, that's old. You got
No.
July and Cheyenne?
Huh?
Do you have July and Cheyenne?
Cheyenne? Yes, I do.
Yeah. Fast Cars, that's like 2007.
I got everything in here, man. I even got walls in here.
Wow. I like this song.
Here we go. 95.3 The Range. Will Kimbrough let the big world spin? We're gonna let it spin right now with Aaron Watson live in the studio. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. It's good to see you.
It's been like forever since I've seen you.
How long?
Uh, at least a year or two, because you came over to the house and we did an interview for
Yeah.
Texas Countdown. I think it was about 2 years ago.
Oh, that's crazy. Time
Yeah.
flies.
Yeah, 'cause I actually had to come over to the pilot station and pick you up.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. I remember that now.
Driving the car.
It's hard to get the bus into certain places.
Well, yeah, especially when it's a domestic neighborhood or something
Yeah.
like that, right? So catch us up. How's everything going? I see the pictures of the kids all the time on the internet.
It's been a crazy summer.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun, between business trips, touring and family vacations. I think I've been home, it's 4 days, and I'm on the road 46 out of 50 days or
Wow.
something like that. Yeah, so
Man.
it's kind of crazy, but the plus side of that is that, it gives me a good excuse to have someone else do my yard work.
There you go.
Because I can't.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to find the positives. in
Once the
everything.
boys get a little bit bigger, you got a built-in work crew right
That is
there.
going to be some cheap labor.
Some real cheap labor.
Although, let me just tell you,
I'll buy you comic books and sodas.
it's not starting off good, the cost of my so-called cheap labor, because my youngest boy, Jack, went out on the road with me a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Jack, last summer, came into my office one evening, and he said, "Dad, I wrote you a song that you could sing the whole world to make the family money." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." And he goes, "You want to hear it?" And little man, 5 years old,
Yeah.
has an entire chorus written, and it's called "In the Hay House." Don't call it Hay House,
In the hay.
because that gets him a little fired up. Songwriters are weird like that. It's
Yeah.
In the Hay House. So I took him out. Jake, big brother Jake, had a baseball tournament a couple weekends ago, and little sister Jelly Kate had something going on. Princesses always have something going
Oh
on.
yes.
And the middle brother is just kind of left out, hanging out to dry. So I asked my wife, I said, "Let me take Jack with me on the road." So I took Jack with me on the road, and that day before the show, he said, "Dad, I think I need to sing my song to all these people." And I was like, "Tonight?" He was like, "Yep." I said, "Are you going to sing it tonight and tomorrow night?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well," he said, "but it's going to cost you some money."
Really?
I said, "Oh, it's going to cost me some money." I said, "What's it going to cost me?" He said, "Probably about $100."
Whoa.
And I said, "You know what?" I said, "If you sing this song tonight and tomorrow night, I'll pay you $100. And the reason I paid him $100 was his big brother, they have their piggy banks. And
Yeah.
Jake is just like thrifty, he saves every penny. So, and Jake, every time he gets enough for a big bill, he'll trade it in with me. And now Jake has his piggy bank, and at the bottom of this piggy bank, there is just one crisp $100 bill. And Jack's got like $20 because every time he sees something,
He buys it.
he buys it. So Jake's been rubbing it in that he's got a $100 bill. So Jack came with me on the road. Now, we did make him clean the bus, and I put him to work. I actually put him to work. My boys know
He
how
cleaned
to
the bus,
work.
huh?
Yeah, my boys know how to work. But you know, there was a big swing, you know, when Jack got his $100, and all of a sudden Jake only has $102, and now little brother who can't save money has $120. It
Oh,
caused
boy.
some competition, and both of them got on stage with me on Saturday
Yeah.
at Billy Bob's.
Billy Bob's. Youngest people ever sing at Billy Bob's, right?
Probably so. Jake was a little upset because he hasn't finished his song that he's writing for me yet. And I said, well, you could sing one of my other songs, or you could sing whatever song you want. And he said, does your band know Blackbird?
Whoa.
And I said, I bet we could pull it off. So Jack got up there and sang his original In the Hay House,
Yeah.
and Jake got up there and sang Blackbird.
Man, that's awesome.
It was pretty awesome. It was a special night for me to get up there, and we sang a bunch of new songs off a record that's going to come out sometime in 2015. And you know, it was a neat night for me to have, you know, my family there. You know, I've never ever just completely messed up a song, just so bad that I'm like dumbfounded on stage. But I wrote this song about my family, about, you know, when my wife and I lost our little girl, Julia Grace.
Yeah.
I wrote this song called Blue Bonnets, and everybody was like, man, sing Blue Bonnets. And I was like, well, I'll get up there with my guitar. And in the middle of the song, you know, I kind of at one point looked at her, and after I looked at her, you know, when you have that big lump come up in your throat that just seizes up your vocal cords.
Yeah.
But I somehow kind of like got my way through it. But it was just a fun night, you know, having family and friends there.
So what happens when Jolie Kate comes up and says, Daddy, I want to sing?
Well, that after the show, she slept through the entire show. And after the show, you know, we had 4,400 people there, 5,000 people there, somewhere around that. You know, and I've got to go sign merch. Well, sister woke up and realized that she didn't get her chance to sing.
Oh, no.
She was furious, and I had to promise her all kinds of things. And you know, whoever says money doesn't buy love, they don't understand how women work very well.
Well,
She was hot until I promised her some new toys, and I would take her shopping, and then everything was okay.
I know. Well, I've got an 11-year-old, so
So
I
you know
know
how that works.
Yes, sir. Money buys women everything.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you're a big baseball fan. We're going to talk about the Rangers and more. We're going to do July in Cheyenne right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, we'll play that right now. Then we can come back and talk about the Rangers. Man, what is going on with them?
We'll talk about it, Chuck.
It's Aaron Watson live in the studio, 95.3 The Range. Yeah, I know you're a baseball fan, so I don't know what's going on with those guys, man.
Yeah. Rough.
They've won what? 3 games total in the month of July?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Been a long month.
And there's still time for them to lose some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have the worst league in baseball.
Well, we'll out of this song, we'll talk about them. We'll do something I call 60 seconds with,
Okay.
and then I'll go into commercial break and we'll do we'll listen to some of the music
Sounds
because I know
good.
you got a flight to catch.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep everything brief.
Thanks, brother. Flights. Yeah.
Let's get you to do a couple liners for me if you could while
Yeah, write down what you want me to say.
actually.
Oh, you got it.
Yes, sir. All you have to do is very simply read each line and pause after each line. So you say, hey, everybody, this is Aaron Watson. Pause, and then go on to the next line. You don't have,
Okay.
and I can
Yeah.
edit everything.
Okay. You ready, brother?
I'm ready.
Will it hear that?
Actually, no.
No. Okay. Howdy, folks. This is Aaron Watson, and you're listening to the Lone Star Underground with Big Gus. And you're waking up with the Chuck Taylor, and you're waking up with the Chuck Taylor.
Does it say
No,
D?
but that's just what I was thinking in my mind.
No.
I'm gonna have to improvise that a little bit
That's fine.
with the original Chuck Taylor.
There you go.
I mean, but actually, you probably
The
weren't
baseball
thinking-
guy is the original Chuck Taylor, probably,
Yeah,
because he's
that's-
older than me.
Yeah, he's with the other Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
We won't say that.
No.
And you're waking up with Chuck Taylor and the All-Star Morning Show. And this is the Brett Dillon Experience. And you're driving home with Alan Peck. And you're listening to Dead Air with the O's. Texas Friday Nights. Boone. Billy Mack. On 95.3 The Range. You're listening to the official countdown with the one and only Chuck Taylor. Let's get back to the official Texas countdown with my good buddy Chuck Taylor.
Awesome. We are about 23 seconds out.
That is so. That always is so weird when I don't have a sentence that.
95.3 The Range, Aaron Watson. It is July in Cheyenne, 8:20 here at the All-Star Morning Show on KHYI. Aaron is live in the studio, and just before we went into that song, we were talking about the Rangers, who have only won 3 games the entire month of July.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You've noticed. What do you think is going on? I mean, this is probably the worst start I've seen for the Rangers. I mean, before the All-Star break, I mean, they're batting less than 500 right now.
Yeah, you know, it's injuries. I mean, it really is. I mean, you have, I don't know what in the world's going on for all these injuries to be piling up like this. I don't know if the guys aren't stretching before the game or what, but I'm pretty sure that they are. I mean, they're a high-class, major league outfit. I mean, they're doing everything everybody else is. I guess it's just, there's just been a lot of bad luck. I hate that Nolan's not there anymore.
Right.
I mean,
because you're a big baseball fan. You used to play when you were younger.
Yeah, I played in college. I warmed up the bench a lot and, shagged a lot of foul balls in my college days. But, baseball was something that, was all I cared about, the first 2 decades of my life. But, I think, there's a lot we don't know,
Yeah.
And I don't know how it's crazy how they work the salaries and all this and that, but it's tough when you have a lot of your guys. Not only are there, 14, 15 guys on the DL right now, but you also gave up some of your staple players,
Yeah, they just traded Joaquin Soria to Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, and with Cruz being gone and Kinsler, I mean, those are 2 big aggressive bats that, I mean, it's a tough deal. And I mean, I think personally, Nolan is like the Godfather.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to say anything when he's out there on that field. I think there's such a high expectation to play good because it's the same thing when we played shows with Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
When I've got Alan Jackson over there,
you got to do everything you can to. You got to.
Absolutely. It's like it's one of those things because he won't tolerate it.
Right.
I mean, that's a guy that Nolan doesn't have to even open his mouth. I mean, his actions speak louder than his words. But I'm hoping that they'll get these guys back that they traded for, and that things will turn around. I mean, it really could be one of those seasons this year that you just kind of have to sweep it under the rug. And if everybody gets healthy, I mean, it could be a complete 180 turnaround next year when they come out swinging healthy bats, got their pitching back. I mean, they could all of a sudden turn back into a
winning team.
A winning team. And really, to be honest with you, I mean, it's when you look at how good Oakland's playing and Anaheim's playing, I mean, even if the Rangers were just, having a great season, I mean, they'd have their work cut out for them with the division they're in. I mean, it's Oakland and Anaheim. I mean, Anaheim has the Angels have the second. I think don't don't quote me on this, even though it's on radio to tons of people, but they've got one of I think maybe the second or third best record in baseball, and they're in second place.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they're Anaheim's shooting for the wild card,
right.
and they're in any other division they'd be in first place, and so but it's a rough year for
Rangers fans.
and but I think I think here my prediction is in here in 3 or 4 years, both the Rangers and the Astros will be playing some good baseball, because the Astros are, I look at I don't consider myself old yet, but I look at those guys and I'm like, wow, those are kids playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they got a lot of promise as well. I mean, they're going to be a really good baseball team here in a couple of years.
Well, let's do something I like to call 60 Seconds With.
Sounds great.
All right? First thing that comes to your mind, all right?
Uh-oh.
What's something you buy frequently?
Milk.
Milk. What kind of car do you drive?
A Ram 2500.
What actress did you have a crush on when you were little? Keep in mind, your wife may be listening online.
Princess Leia.
What's your favorite book?
The Bible.
Have you ever stolen anything?
No, my mom would have killed me. I wouldn't be here.
Who would you like to play you in a movie about your life?
I don't know. I'd probably nobody from Hollywood.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
My baseball glove.
And what song changed your life?
Thriller.
Thriller, really, Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller. Are you serious?
Not really, Chuck.
Oh.
I just thought you'd like that.
You just had to mess with me, all
I'm
right.
just messing with you.
Aaron Watson, I know you got to catch a flight. Thanks so much for dropping by this
Hey,
morning.
and thank you for all you do for Texas music, brother.
Hey, we appreciate everything you do for Texas
man.
music.
Well, thanks. I'm trying.
Cool.
All right. Good stuff, Chuck.
Thank you, brother. Let me get a picture with you real quick.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
I gotta stop this thing.